14 signs you're not ready to get rich. 1. You can't save money asterisk. If you can't save money now, forget about becoming rich in the future. People who can't save tend to adjust their lifestyle to their income, making it impossible to save a cent. Try analyzing your expenses from the last few weeks. You'll realize there are so many things you could have done without. Everyone should be able to save at least 10% of their income, regardless of the amount. It doesn't matter how much or how little you save, at least you have something to work with that allows you to earn more. 2. You expect to get rich quickly asterisk. True wealth is acquired over time, yet people still cling to the idea of instant riches. How often do you fantasize about winning the lottery or wishing that some distant relative would leave you their fortune? The fact is, this only happens in novels and soap operas. The rich don't just think about money, they work for it. So, stop daydreaming and start thinking about what you can do to become rich. It might take time, and the first few years might seem like there's no progress, but eventually, things start to get better. If you're still idling, waiting for the universe to work its miracles, money won't come anytime soon. 3. You insist on waiting for the right moment asterisk. This has been said time and time again, there is no right moment. It simply doesn't exist. People always think they need to wait for that perfect moment when everything falls into place, when everything is perfect. But if the rich waited for this, they probably wouldn't be rich. What most people don't know is that now is much better than perfect. Why? Because now gives you the opportunity to see what works and what doesn't, what changes you could make, allowing you to grow and improve. On the other hand, waiting leaves you rooted in the same place. Moving forward is what you should keep in mind. There's no better time than the present. 4. You're proud of your humble lifestyle asterisk. This shouldn't be taken the wrong way. You should always be happy with your current reality, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do everything possible to improve it. Poor means you don't have access to the same opportunities as other people. You're not able to take care of yourself or your family in case of an emergency. We are all equal, and everyone deserves to enjoy life to the fullest. Some people are content living their modest lifestyle, but it's not enough. Don't be fooled, there's no nobility in being poor. There's no way to have money if you still have this mentality. 5. You think hard work is all that's needed asterisk. We've been told at some point in our lives to work hard to achieve our goals. If we just put in a little more effort, we'll get what we want. But is that the point? The answer is no, it takes much more, especially if you want to be rich. You need other skills besides hard work, such as ambition, vision, discipline, and determination. If wealth were measured by the amount of hard work a person does, the richest people on the planet would be coal miners. Wealth is not directly proportional to hard work. In today's world, you need to know how to use technology to make money. There are so many ways you could use it to your advantage. You could wake up before dawn every day and work until exhaustion but still not get much in return. Don't just work hard, work smart. 6. You hate your job asterisk. It's no secret that so many people have jobs they don't like. It's simply a means to pay the bills and nothing more. It's very likely that these jobs aren't even very well paid. Doing a job you truly like allows you to push beyond your limits until, at some point, your work is recognized, and you might even qualify for a better paid position. But people continue to get up every day, dreading going to work. They are content with where they are because apparently, having something is better than nothing. But if you think this way, you're not ready to become rich. Try looking for a job that you're passionate about. Rich people don't settle for less, they seek the best, and that's how they live better lives. 7. You're afraid of change asterisk. Change is difficult for most of us. No one likes leaving their comfort zone for fear of the unknown, but that's life. The world changes and evolves constantly, and we need to keep up. The world we live in now is not the same as it was a century ago. The world doesn't wait for anyone. If you choose to stay stuck in the past, that's on you. Just know that while you stick to your habits, others are moving forward without you. So many aspects of our lives are changing, and even the way people make money is different. People used to go to the market or stores to shop, but today, almost everything is bought online. Sometimes life doesn't give you a choice, you have to adapt. Change is the only constant in life. 8. You have only one source of income asterisk. Most people have only one source of income, and that's their job. But what happens if you no longer have it? Putting all your eggs in one basket can be risky. What will you do if the basket breaks? That's why having multiple sources of income makes more sense. If one stream is hit, you can always count on the others. There are plenty of ways you could have multiple streams. You could invest in real estate, buy stocks in the market, start a business, and many others. This could allow you to create more wealth in the long term, and even when one of them is hit, you still stay afloat. 9. You need other people to motivate you asterisk. If you constantly need people to push you to achieve your goals, you're not even remotely ready to become rich. You need to be able to do it on your own, sometimes just with willpower. Disciplining your mind and actions is one of the main requirements for getting what you want, and without a strong mindset, you'll never make it. You need to stay focused and be self-disciplined if becoming rich is what you're seeking. If you always need someone to hold your hand, you can forget about being successful. 10. You rarely step out of your comfort zone asterisk. Playing it safe won't give you the results you desire, especially if you want to become rich. You need to be ready to take the necessary calculated risks sometimes and step out of your comfort zone. There's never certainty when it comes to finances. Sometimes you make profits, other times you make losses, but you need to learn to just keep going. If you take the time to focus on moving the right pieces at the right time, you'll be able to achieve your goals, even if it means accepting a bit of discomfort and disappointments every now and then. 11. You spend too much time on entertainment asterisk. You spend too much time on Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, HBO Go, and many other entertainment services. You watch mediocre TV shows and play video games. Taking a break and doing the things you love isn't the problem, but spending countless hours cooped up at home with your face glued to the screen is. Try taking a step back, and you'll see how much your peers are progressing in their lives, excelling in their jobs and personal lives, while you're still struggling to accept reality. If you want to be rich, you need to reevaluate how much time you dedicate to different activities during the day. There aren't many hours in a day. Make the right choices and take control of your time. 12. People find you arrogant and presumptuous asterisk. If you believe the world owes you success, it's just another clear sign that you're not ready to be rich. You think you're better than everyone else without any basis to back it up. This type of mentality is what holds you back. No one owes you anything. If you don't work for it, you don't deserve it. It's simple. Be humble and keep moving forward. In the end, you'll notice that the world is paying attention to you financially, but not for your talk or how high and mighty you are, but for how far you've come from where you started. 13. Your religion disdains wealth asterisk. Religion is one of those controversial topics that people tend to avoid because it's very delicate. But many people are held back from accumulating wealth because it's something that is discouraged or disdained by numerous faiths. In some, you're expected to be content with what you have because there's no room for the rich in the afterlife. You'll be rewarded for your sacrifices in the world of the afterlife. There's nothing wrong with having wealth, it's how you spend it that really counts. Are you using it for good or selfish reasons? Wealth is just a tool that people use. The same knife you use to cut vegetables could also be used to cut your finger. Naturally, some will argue the contrary, but at the end of the day, you'll still need money at some point, for one reason or another. 14. You don't read to grow asterisk. Reading is one of those habits you should have, especially if you want to grow financially. If this is something you're not used to, then you're not ready to become rich. Reading allows you to acquire a lot of knowledge and information, and it's all there at our disposal. This doesn't refer to fantasy stories that you get lost in, but to those that can push you towards higher peaks. A certain number of brilliant authors have written books that can enlighten you and help you on your journey towards financial success. You could also read the business and finance section of the newspaper every now and then and see what's happening around you and how others are succeeding. We are very fortunate to live in a technological world, and having access to these materials is very easy. So, what are you waiting for? Share your personal experience on today's topic with us. Write it in the comments and ask us any questions you may have, we will be happy to answer. Leave a comment so that we can perfect our creations. We will be happy with your simple like, but the most important thing is not to forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.